Hello class, this is just a quick video to help you if you need it through the homework for this weekend. So let's go ahead and talk through this. I'm not going to solve problems, but I'm just going to kind of briefly explain how you would solve each problem. So the first two up here, I've got a little pointer here that you can follow. The first two up here, it says tell which property of equality was used for the two problems below. And what you need to do here is simply just write the property. You don't need to solve anything. You just need to look and say, okay, here's my starting equation, and then here's my equation down here. What property are they using in order to keep the two terms on both sides of the equal sign equal? Okay, and then same here. Here's my original. And then here's my next equation, and what property are they using for that? Okay. Then I come down here and I'm going to answer it yes or no, and then I also need to explain why or why not. So yes or no. If d divided by 3 equals 10, does d divided by 3 plus 3 equal 10 plus 3? Again, tell me why or why not after you answer yes or no to that question. Whoops. The next one here is says to solve each equation. You're going to have a mixture of some addition subtraction problems along with some multiplication and division problems. So remember, the first step you want to do is to do an inverse operation in order to get the variable or the letter by itself on one side of the equal sign. Then what you do on one side, you need to do to the other. So if I were to start solving this problem, I'd say, how am I going to get m by itself? If I've subtracted 18 over here, what is my inverse operation to subtracting 18? And that would be adding 18. That's going to get me m by itself, and if I add 18 on this side, I need to add 18 over here, and that's going to solve for m. You're going to do the same thing for all 6 of these problems. Just keep in mind some of them are addition or subtraction, others are multiplication and division. So, okay. The next problem down here, and part of my screen is cut off. You have a division down below, okay, and it's just not showing it here. So, but you're going to be given the properties, and then you have this guy named Corky who's written 4 equations over here to show each of the properties. Which of Corky's equations is incorrect? So 3 of the 4 are correct. He's showing the correct property. 1 of them is incorrect. Tell me which property is incorrect and why. Okay, on the back side, you're simply selecting one of the options. It's a multiple choice. It says which equation is not equivalent to 5 plus n plus 10? Is it A, 5 plus n minus n equals 10 minus n? Is it B, 5 plus n minus 5 equals 10 minus 10? Is it C, 5 plus n minus 5 plus 10 minus 5? Is it D, 5 plus n plus 3 equals 10 plus 3? Let's come down to the next problem. This year, a rancher counted 225 horses on the range. This count is 22 fewer than last year. How many horses did the rancher count last year? Let H be the number of horses counted last year. Solve H minus 22 equals 225 to find the number of horses counted last year. So in this problem, they've actually taken the question and already created the equation for you. If you were to make an equation to solve this problem, it would be h minus 22 equals 225, which they've already made. So you simply need to write out the equation and then solve for H to get your answer. Finally, down here, the last question says the Columbus Junior Soccer League is selling raffle tickets to raise money for new uniforms and equipment. So far, league members have earned $1,218 from selling 84 tickets. Use the equation 1,218 divided by 84 equals R to find the cost of each raffle ticket. Then use the answer to find what the total earnings will be after 90 raffle tickets have been sold. So what you're going to do first is you're going to use this equation 1,218 divided by 84 equals R, and you're going to solve for R. So I would rewrite the equation here, use the inverse operation, this one you don't need to use an inverse operation. Really, you're just needing to take this, you're going to take your whole amount and divide it here by 84. It's going to give you R. So that's going to give you the cost of each single raffle ticket. Okay? And then you're going to use that answer to solve this part. Then use the answer to find what the total earnings will be after 90 raffle tickets have been sold. So once you find R, what are you going to need to do in order to find the total price of 90 R's? Okay, think about what operation you need to use, and then you'll get a total answer there. That will be your answer. Good luck, and I look forward to seeing you at the beginning of next week. Take care.